Hello there again. This is the Twisted Mentat, and I've decided, as you probably can hear in the background, to return to Sid Meier's Colonization, because I'm a glutton for punishment. Now, I've taken a very long break because I didn't feel like playing it much. I do now, mainly because, one, I want to prove I can actually beat this game, and two, because I've fiddled with my microphone headset and actually have it on properly so that I shouldn't have as many problems with my voice being too loud or too soft or unintelligible. But as I said, I want to come back to this game, and the reason I want to do that is because I got a very bad vibe about the start with the Spanish. So what I'm going to do to show that I can actually beat this game properly is we're going to try this again. And this time, we're going to try it on Explorer difficulty, not Conquistador, because I actually want to beat this game. And we're going to try the English this time, who have the bonus of immigration. So it only takes 2/3 as many crosses to get a new immigrant in Europe to bring back, so you'll get more immigrants quickly. So we are going to be... Okay, the first YouTuber that comes to mind that I was watching recently, Effing Controller, because I was watching, well, not on YouTube, but on Hitbox. I was watching him had an older live stream of doing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is an interesting game. And if I actually had friends in real life, I would buy it and play it, but since I don't, JK. Yes. Yes, the Raffle Ninja King tells us to go and colonize the New World, which we will do, because we are explorers, and because we sail the ocean seas, and because it's led, well, and we start again, it's led by our great explorer Effing Controller, because this is the closest he's going to get for several hundred years to actually doing what he loves to do best, and that is to be a submarine driver. Seriously, I haven't checked out some of his YouTube channel. He loves to do Silent Hunter 3 and Silent Hunter 4 in particular, some Crusader Kings, some other games. He's an interesting guy. So everyone check him out. Please go check him out. It's Effing Controller, EFFING space Controller, CONTROLER. So I'm doing this as a new game on the Explorer difficulty. So I'll start with 300 gold, and hopefully the AI is not going to be as patently aggressive as it was in the previous games. Now, that's the one problem I have with 4X games in general. I love them, but I cannot play them on higher than basically the normal difficulty level, or even one easier than normal difficulty level, because they just get so damn aggressive. I don't have fun playing it. It's like when I'm playing Alpha Centauri, I can't beat the game on anything higher than talent difficulty, because I just get my ass handed to me so quickly in the early game before I have time to build up. And because I generally try to play, I want to answer this thing, I know some people were leaving comments, why it wasn't attacking the other colonies right at the start, and it's like, I'm sorry, but that's just not the way I play games. I play to build up. I build my economy. When I have a strong economy, then I can go to the military strength and do what I need to do. But I need the economy first, because otherwise, without an economy, you can't do anything. Anyway, we're here. It's the spring of 1492. We are the English, and we're going to colonize New World version 3.0. Let's go. And we have found a new world, and we should call it New England because we are not creative. And there's already natives there. Do I want to go up or do I want to go down? 5342, that tells me if I go down, whoever is below me at around a Y coordinate of 56, I'll get closer to them, so I want to head up a bit. And I forgot to actually turn on the end turn indicator, which is a fairly important thing. I don't like the game advancing a turn until I'm ready for it to advance a turn. Hello. Forest. Silver in a mountain. Let's make landfall. And the natives are already there. 19 Apaches. Now that is not their one of theirs, but if theirs is like over in here somewhere, I'll have to pay them. But still, this is a pretty good start. There's game, hills, mountains with silver, forest. This is a very, very good start, and I want to make the most of it. As my caravel just kind of goes and sees, is this... Okay, so this is a peninsula. Fair enough. So, do our usual spiel, wait on the pioneers, build the colony with the soldiers. That way we can use our pioneer to, clear. And actually, we do not want you to start with the silver. Problem with doing silver this early is the price of silver goes down very quickly, and it hardly ever goes back up at all. So I want to make sure that I can extract as much as I can while I'm set up for it, which means silver buyers. So what we can do in the interim is we will have you do lumber in the forest. Turn on the icons. That's 1 sugar? That is 1 sugar. Okay, that'll be interesting. And then you can plow clear. And we'll go ahead immediately for Peter Benui because of the proximity of Native Americans. Ooh, expert farmers. Nice. Now, with expert farmers, that means... Okay, conifer forest. Let's go back to Jamestown. So conifer forest becomes a grassland, which is good for tobacco, but I don't want to do a prairie and get rid of the game. And if we go to Colonizopedia, the grassland is just as good, 3 plus 3, and if we plow it, that's 7, so that's perfect. So what we'll do is we'll just... That's task 2 for our pioneer with the tools. After he clears and then plows Jamestown, he'll clear and plow that territory. And then he'll use his final 20 tools to build a road into the mountains. I like how quickly things go early on. The problem is later in the game, things tend to slow down. It takes forever. But, okay, so we get him. Now, do we want to get more tools so we can do more improvements? Maybe. Let's see who we can recruit. We need the expert lumberjacks. We want to buy them ASAP. That way, what we can do is we can start our soldier on making hammers to get our dock going. And then we'll have the expert lumberjack come in and we'll just pop out loads of lumber. Coats! Oh, only 20 lumber? Boo, hiss. 6 tobacco. Okay, go to Jamestown. And plow. The other advantage of this difficulty being demonstrably easier is the fact that the king is not going to ask for tax hikes as quickly, which is always a good thing, especially considering you saw how much of a jerk he was. 8 food. Where can we get 8 food? Oh, we can have you farm there while we get that ready for 8 because of the game. That's right. Okay, I'll take it. And then our lumberjack will do lumbering. And then when we hit the cap, we'll have him make hammers. And then grow from there. Right. So while we're at it, now turn that to a swamp that's got 2 sugar now. Now if we plow, that's gonna make it 3. Which I'm happy with that, that'll work for me. Don't really have anything to take back though. So we'll take our caravel and go exploring a bit. I don't want to do that. Well, I just wasted a turn, but anyway, whatever. Seasoned Scouts. Oh. And there's the Spanish, right there. Change of plans. We're gonna grab the Seasoned Scouts. Because the Spanish decided to go right there already. And we're already full on lumber, so... You make hammers. Make those docks quicker. Go to London, Londinium, whatever. It's a weird thing, I always like the starts of games more than I like the ends of games. I don't know why that is, but it always seems to be the case. And we're probably going to get an indentured servant next time. I'd want those handy pioneers, but beggars can't be choosers. Let's go. More tobacco. I always have to remember, playing as the English, you don't get the hardy pioneer at the start like you do the French, so clearing and plowing takes forever. Go to Jamestown. Okay, good. You're done. Go there. That's what I figured. We couldn't do anything with this scrub forest because of that there. And we have a Lost City rumor directly south of it. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. The Lost City rumors, not until I get a bit more situated. But let's see if we can find a place nearby that we could pop a second colony at. Well, if we wanted to, we'd put another colony, say, here. 3 tiles away. Mountain oasis in the scrublands. Access to all these wetland forests and rainforests and whatnot. That would be nice. But since we have a scout, let's actually go into the village and see what we get. They are known for your seasoned scouts. I put a second colony there and then a third one down here. This one could be like a big ore producing thing. I mean, look at all those mountains I could have access to. 2 mountains and a hill, and a forest with minerals. See, I love micromanaging. Sometimes. I like games online like Imperium Nova, www.imperiumnova.com, Hat Trick, if you're into online soccer simulation sort of things, www.hattrick.org. Build a lumber mill because, well, if Mr. Lumberjack's going to produce so much, we might as well need it. And let's go ahead and actually take some sugar and tobacco back. A little extra money won't hurt. Especially if we're going to be doing a lot of exploring now with the Seasoned Scout. You can plow and clear that. Actually, what I want you to do is I want you to head back and see what that Indian village on the coast does. If it's anything good, then as soon as we get the one colonist, have him run out of tools. That might be good. Fur trappers. So then we can have our farmer on the plowed, cleared grassland to the north, and our fur trapper can then do the forest with the game. That's a plan. Cargo from the New World. For not much, but alternatively, what we can always do is have our indentured servant here get trained as the expert fur trapper, so that we're not having to have him effectively be wasted. Do I want to buy anything right now? More tools or trade goods? No, not yet. No real need. Actually, hold on a sec. If I pay 180 for the Hardy Pioneers, he'll come with tools. And then I can step the second colony right away. And that was my phone messaging. Saying I probably got an email or whatever. We'll do that. Take the Hardy Pioneer with his tools. We'll set up the second colony right now. Try to get ahead of the game as I check my email and see that's nothing important. Well, so we'll set up the second colony over here, like I was planning to do. We'll get that all squared away. We'll get roads and all that. Try to do is a little better than before. Scout goes to the south. I want to see what those villages have down there. Hi, Spanish. And you have fur trappers. And you tell me nothing of value. Thanks for that. You are, as always, a very lovely, lovely bunch of people. So you go there. And while I'm thinking about, let's just see how we're doing here. I mean, we have the docks. We could always spring for fishermen, but that seems a bit excessive at the moment. Try to get the second colony going, and then we can start worrying about fishing and all that. Right. Make landfall with our peoples. And let's use you to do what we wanted to do before, which was to explore and investigate the waters around the... This is a relatively smallish peninsula, actually. Which is good, because it means we're not likely to run into any other European settlements right away. Apache fur trappers, and they tell me something all the way down there. So the indentured servant will make Plymouth. And you might as well take ore. I mean, it's no big deal. The tropical forest will become a savanna, so more sugar, which is fine. The expert pioneer is going to be pretty quick about it. I just want to know, also, with things the way that they are with my headset microphone now on the right side, because the way I had it before, it was the completely opposite side it was supposed to be. How the voice balances, how the balance with the game music is, the game audio and all that. Am I coming through clearly? Am I, being a pain? You can tell me. It's no big deal. Now, we have that sort of cleared out. Thinking ahead, my third colony would probably be here. Start on broadleaf forest, which would probably turn into plains. I think it turns into plains. But mountain, hills, more broadleaf forest, conifer forest, mixed forest. 3 squares away from Jamestown, so we're not overlapping. That would be my that would definitely be my third colony. Then my fourth one, I may put it back over here as my original plan, or depending on how the train looks, I might do it like over here, somewhere away from the coastline. If that camp wasn't there, around here would be a good spot for another one, or down here. But I don't want a ton. Ooh, hello, New Spain. That tells me Spanish are probably down here somewhere. And they know Iroquois down here, which is probably where the Spanish actually ended up. Okay, so we'll end the turn there. The Indians are always needy, but since we're having a food surplus and we don't want to annoy them this early in the game, give them the food, they will give you the stuff. More indentured servants, which means more goodies. Go ahead and back to Jamestown. And there, yeah, we can't move, we have to go up because unless we're... The problem with, Lost City rumors is they can be good or they can be bad. If they're good, they can be great. If they're bad, your unit can just vanish. And if you do too many of them, especially if you disturb burial mounds, the natives will randomly start attacking your people for disturbing their sacred burial grounds, and bad things can happen. I don't even have any stockades yet, so doing that is very, very, very dangerous, which is why I'm not going to do it. It's from Jamestown here. Oh, fine. And of course that Indian unit moves south to block my guy off. Even when they're not intending to, they're pains in the ass. Let's do church next so we can get more crosses. because I think we don't get any more free crosses after a while. You can go back to lumberjacking for a little bit. And you go to Jamestown. Go to Jamestown. You go step around him. And now with 40 lumber cleared. See, the problem is the indentured servant is now going to only do 2 hammers at a time. So it's better off to just have him do resource gathering, and then once we get more people, then we can do, you know, just get a regular colonist or someone else to actually do the hammers. Hi, Peter Minui, you are number 1. Why does my battery indicator all of a sudden say I'm about 25? I'm plugged in! I swear, sometimes Windows 8.1 and the battery on this Asus laptop don't communicate as well as they should. Who do I want? I never quite remember. Hudson, yeah, but the problem is yeah, it'll increase the fur trappers, but then you saturate the market. Maybe later. Revere. We don't need Pocahontas this early. We're not gonna do missionary stuff. Adam Smith is way too early, so it's gonna be Paul Revere. So I'll finish this turn and I'll call it a video. See, now it says it's 100% again. Why? More cargo for the old world. Go to London. Londinium. Our brave scouts continue to explore, and we have more peninsulas. You plow and turn. Okay, so we will finish this turn, and I will save it, and we will pick up the adventures of the Explorer Effing Controller at some other point in time. Hopefully, it won't take about a month for me to stay interested in this, because this is a game that's actually so early on and has so much promise, and I'm not getting stampeded with the AI putting colonies right next to mine and blockading my people and having 10,000 dragoons before 1650 and steamrolling me. So, with that, goodbye, Conquistador Awesome Possum. Hello, Explorer Effing Controller. And with that, this is another video gone. So I am, as always, the Twisted Mentat. If you like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever. Yes, it's rote. Everyone says it. But it's like, you know, if you like it, just let me know. And until next time, hopefully, with a much more winnable game this time. I'll say, so long, and, take care. Which key is it? Oh, it's the tilde key, I think.